Hello and welcome to Justice. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro. Thanks for being with us tonight. And now my opening statement. So, you don't like Donald Trump. You're going to create a unity ticket of other candidates to make sure that he doesn't win. Say again? You want to stop one of the biggest vote getters in your own party's Republican primary history? Yet Donald Trump must be stopped is the Republican Party's mantra. Hey, I didn't always like my party's choice for president, but I generally supported him. Good that Trump is a white male, otherwise they'd be accused of being racist, and lucky Trump's not gay, otherwise the Republican Party would be accused of being homophobic. So let me see if I understand this. The guy who keeps winning, despite his being called a misogynist, a racist, a xenophobe, who has more than 50% of the delegates, with even as many as 17 other Republicans in those primaries, and the Republican Party's mission is to block Trump's nomination? What are you guys smoking? Okay, you like Ted Cruz. Good for you. But he needs to win 80% of the remaining Republican delegates. Keep dreaming, guys. It ain't gonna happen. And John Kasich, he's a nice guy, but absolutely no path to the nomination. So I say to myself, why would Republicans try to sabotage their own frontrunner and risk a Democrat winning the White House? And I keep coming up with the same answer. The Republican establishment, elected officials and party leaders are in bed with the Democrats. So if Hillary wins, nothing's lost for them. It's business as usual. The lobbyists keep their offices on K Street. The pharmaceutical companies keep paying them. The unions keep adding to their pensions. And the lawmakers get their reelection bribes. Contributions. While we, the underclass, have to work 2 and 3 jobs, rack up a debt our children and grandchildren are going to have to pay for generations. And to scare you into submission, they predict Trump cannot win the general election. If not, pray tell, why does he keep winning the primaries and drawing crowds like we've never seen in American primary history? An election note primer. Trump already has 678 delegates. He needs 1,237 to win. Now, he's won 6 closed and 13 open primaries and caucuses, one where independents and Democrats, or just independents, vote. So why is this important? It tells you that Trump, besides winning the base, is appealing to independents and Democrats as well. Does that not bode well for the general election, especially against an establishment politician most people consider untrustworthy and dishonest? So now they say he's divisive. Yet, think about this. The looting and the burning and the riots in Ferguson happened long before Trump. Black Lives Matter, Occupy Wall Street, MoveOn.org, all before Trump. The "what do we want dead cops, when do we want them now" chant, all before Trump. It's astonishing. Republicans plotting against their own frontrunner. If the establishment had exercised this kind of energy to get evangelical votes to Romney in 2012, he might even have won. But then again, it wasn't that important, because either way, either party, the establishment wins. Their jobs, their offices, their lifestyles intact as they continue on their treadmill of D.C. money and power. The party elders are petrified of Trump. The man is beholden to no one. He wins and it's game over for the elite. With Hillary, the game goes on. Heads up, Washington. We're not listening to you anymore because we're fed up. You haven't fixed a damn thing. And we can't take it anymore. The lies, the corruption, the debt, the taxes, the invasion, the freebies, the lack of accountability, sanctuary cities, religions forced to violate their own faith by providing birth control and abortifacts at the altar of Obamacare. And you're saying one thing and doing another constantly. The patronage games and the free ride on our backs are over. You're just not listening. For us, it's not just an election. It's a selection of Supreme Court justices and the direction our country takes for generations. We don't want anything more than what our founding fathers intended. The slippery slope into socialism does not work for us. We want an America where law enforcement, the military, and our allies are not the enemy. Boys, your arrogance is astonishing. And your condescension and scorn for the will of the American people is both mind-boggling and reminiscent of another time in our history. You know, from the beginning, we knew this would be a political revolution. Be careful, boys. Be very, very careful. You don't want to make this a different kind of revolution.